Good morning, Class PP. I really miss you all. I hope you're having a good day. Today's lesson, we're going to start with a little bit of review, and then after we review it, I'm going to teach you a new letter. So today, we've already learned a few letters in this year. So the first letter we learned is A, and A has two sounds. It makes the sound A, like apple, and the sound of its name, A, like acorn. The second letter that we've also learned is the letter N. And the letter N makes the sound N. And then the next letter we've learned is the letter S. And S makes the sound S, like snake. And last time we had a video, you learned the letter T, like tiger, or turtle. And I hope that you finished your English notebook and you drew me lots of pictures. And so today's new letter is the letter I. And I is another special letter like the letter A. The letter A and the letter I are special because they make two sounds. So it says it has one sound. The letter I makes the sound I. I. See how my mouth is open? I. Almost like a smile, and it makes the sound like, and I'll show you some pictures in just a minute, like you itch. So you can always, when you make the sound, you can put your hand on your face like they're doing in the picture, okay? And then the second sound of the letter I is just its name, like I. So it makes two sounds, and I. And I have some pictures to help you remember the letter I and the two sounds. All right? So we have ink, ink. We have igloo. Have you ever seen an igloo before? Some people in the world who live in very cold places, they build a house out of ice, and it's called a igloo. Igloo. The next one is, you can see where the arrow is pointing. Where is the arrow pointing on the box? In. In. And you can see actually the words on the back. In. Okay? Then the second sound. So that's the first sound. We have in, igloo, and ink. And then the second sound is just its name. And you can hear the name of the letter at the beginning of the word. Iron. 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 You iron your clothes to get the wrinkles out. And this is everybody's favorite. Ice cream. Ice cream. So it just says its name. Ice cream. Ice cream. Good. And then the last one that says its name is ice. Ice. Sometimes you put ice in your drink, or when it's cold outside, the water outside will become ice. Ice. So it makes two sounds. It makes the sound like igloo, or ice. All right? So those are the two sounds of I. Igloo, ice. So that's the sound of I. And then when you're writing I have some cards. There's capital I, big I, and lowercase I, small I. All right? So let's start with big I, capital I. Capital I, you just go down, and then you cross at the top and cross at the bottom. You go down, and you cross at the top, and you cross at the bottom. And then lowercase I, or small I, you can see the number 1 and the number 2. So you just go down, and you give it a dot in the sky. So the dot is not touching the line. The dot is all by itself, right at the top of the line. So you go down, and then dot. Down, and then dot. All right? So that's capital I and lowercase I, or big I and small I. And it has two sounds. It makes the sound I, like igloo, or I, like ice cream. All right? So I have some work for you to do. Now that you know the letter I want you to practice writing the letter I, and then you're going to do something in your English notebook, just like we did for the letter T. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your handwriting book, and you're only going to do the pages Madam Colleen says, all right? Don't do any of the other pages. You're going to do page number 37, and it's capital I. And I want you to look exactly how it's on the lines, all right? So then you're going to go down, down. It's hard to do it looking this way. Down and cross and cross. So then I made a mistake. So if I made a mistake, I can erase it, all right? So then you go down, cross, and cross. Down, cross, and cross, all right? So I want you to write it as well as you can. And then send me a picture when you finish your handwriting book, all right? Your mom and dad can help you. Send me a picture. And this is lowercase I or small I. And I also want you to do this page. It's page number 25, all right? And then you're going to go down and then dot, down and dot, all right? Can you see it in my book? And then when you finish this page, you can send me a picture of that too. That's today's work. And then tomorrow, when you have more time, I want you to, in your English notebook again, so Madam Colleen sent home your English notebook, and I want you to write I as in, and then draw different pictures of things that start with I. I picked two things. I wrote ink and igloo. But you can think of, you could draw ice cream, or you could draw ice, or you can think of other things that start with I, and you can ask your mom and dad to help you, okay? And if you have any questions, you can always send me a message. So I want you to also tomorrow send me a picture of this in your English notebook. So your work is handwriting practice with the letter I, and then your English notebook, draw pictures of things that start with I. All right, and then send me a picture of all of your work this week. And I'm so proud of you. And the last thing I don't want you to forget is to write any books that you're reading, to write them in your reading log, so that when you come back to school and your reading log is all filled up, then you get 2 TPS books. All right, I miss you all. And if you have any questions, you can send me a voice message or a text message or a video message. I miss all of you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.